Hey CBS Lake Charles, it's Kelsey Swear. I'm out here with Jared Chandler. He is the union liaison for the Lake Charles Firefighters Union. We are currently on the corner of McNeese and Nelson, and this is day 4 of your picketing. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, so first off, thank y'all, and we want to say thank you to the community. We've had such a great outpouring today. So we've actually been picketing for the last several days since Monday. We've been starting at City Hall every morning, and we're focusing downtown. And now we're shifting our focus to the south part of Lake Charles, and the outpouring, especially here in Nelson Road with so many people out here, businesses coming out and bringing us food and water. We just want to say thank you to everybody in support. We also want to tell everybody thank you for contacting your city council members and the Mayor's Action Line. And we've had a lot of people that have committed to showing up to the next city council meeting, which is this coming Wednesday at 5:30 at City Hall. These are the types of things that have an impact on our community, and seeing that the firefighters for Lake Charles Fire Department have these needs addressed. So for those that already know, firefighters in Lake Charles start at $11.17 an hour, and that is paid to these guys in a 24-hour shift that they work. But the reality of that, and they've been trying to spin some things on the news, and John Cardone, the city administrator, has tried to come back with these big numbers. The reality is those big numbers come from guys that are working an egregious amount of overtime. And that overtime is not only for these guys to help make ends meet, in addition to the part-time job that a lot of guys work on their days off, but they also are put in a moral dilemma of, if I don't take this overtime, then there's nobody to man the truck. And if there's nobody to man the truck, then that truck is put out of service. So the moral dilemma at that point, on top of trying to make ends meet, is huge. And they throw out big numbers like $52,000 a year that these guys are able to make. That is with them working, over 4,700 hours in a year. Our base rate is based off of 2,912 hours a year. And to put that in perspective, a 40-hour work week, someone works 2,080 hours a year. There's only 8,760 hours in a year. So they're working over half the year at these fire stations. And these guys have families. They have, wives and children. We have dispatchers even, that they're overworked and understaffed to the point that, even their job. So it's not just the online personnel guys on the trucks. It's across the board on this fire department. People are underpaid. Equipment, 13 out of 15 fire trucks in the Lake Charles Fire Department do not have air conditioning today. The only 2 trucks that have it are new trucks, and the reason they have it is because they haven't broken yet. And when they do break, just like all the other ones, it's not fixed. If it is fixed, it's patched. So there's a lot of little things like that that also need to be addressed, but primarily, more than anything, is the pay. $11.17 an hour, when almost everywhere in Southwest Louisiana pays more, is not a competitive wage. We recently had an academy that only netted 2 graduates. So we're losing far more people than we're replacing. We recently had a 15-year veteran on this department left and went to Baton Rouge. We've had, dozens of other guys that have done exactly the same thing, leaving, going to Beaumont. Beaumont starts at $61,000 a year and up to $71,000 after the first year. I know half a dozen guys, close personal friends of mine, that used to work here that now work there, and nobody can blame them. They have families to support, and they get to go there and work a 24-hour shift, and then they go off and they go home. And they don't even have to work a part-time job. It's listed as a benefit here that you get to work a part-time job if you'd like. You can do something on the side to earn a little bit extra money for, the disposable things in life, like, taking your kids to do something or your wife out to eat. These are the types of things that it's a quality of life. And these guys of this department don't have a quality of life. Burnout is rampant. The long hours and the stress of the job that has one of the highest rates of PTSD in the world. Compounding that and the things these guys have to see, the emergencies we respond to, and the conditions we're in, compound that with not having air conditioner on a truck and having to stay up long hours potentially at night and fight a structure fire, and then get up the next morning and instead of go home, go to another truck across town and go work overtime for 24 hours there, and then get up again the next morning and go back to your assigned station, and then get up the next morning and do it again and again. Some guys work here for 2 weeks on end at a time and might only get 24 hours here or there off. And that 24 hours is spent doing the things that everybody else gets the privilege to do, which is, oh, I got to go pay the bills. I got to run by the post office. I have to go and see my kids for the first time in days. It's not fair. It's egregious. The people in power have known this for years. We have been meeting with them privately, and we have told them that if they did not address these things, that we were going to go public and ask you, the citizens, to have our backs and hold them accountable. They are civil servants just like we are. They're supposed to serve the public. And right now, the public is not being properly served. So thank you all for everybody that's coming out here and showing these guys some love. It's hot out here. We're at the corner of Nelson McNeese today. We start at 7:30 at City Hall. We've had people show up and come pick it with us, bringing their own signs, bringing us water. Steins is out here. We're in the Steins parking lot. They've allowed us to use their parking lot and get on the corner out here. There are a ton of cars on Nelson Street, and just the outpouring of just people honking in support is it's huge. So we can't thank our community enough for having our backs.
So all of these honks that we're hearing, this is all support. This is also, this is not for the camera. This is support for this union here. And so this is just people driving by, but you've also had people feeding you, giving you coffee, giving you water, local businesses. So we love to see this community support. And also, Chandler, I hope this is okay. You're expecting a baby soon. Yeah. So congratulations. And so Chandler is out here trying to support his family. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, Chandler. And let's go meet some of these guys.